conspiracies, but you could talk about the I don't even want to say that either. It's too inflammatory. There were forced conversions in, what was it, Poland and all that stuff like that. That was a forced conversion out of or into a deeper. I don't even want to talk about that, honestly. It has to do with history and all that, and history is meaningless to me, so I don't even want to speculate. J Money, thanks for the gifted membership. Where am I? Sam Winter, thanks for the sawbuck, pal. Anthony Russo, thanks for the 10 bones. Curious as to what you teach your boys and any resources you tap for learning for them. Just keeping them active and keeping them away from TV and playing with them and not fighting in front of them or anything like that, you know, because they see and recognize anything. They can feel energy and, you know, I'm pretty good with the kids, you know. But Athena is way better. She does everything. She does absolutely everything. But I have fun, and my energy and love is strong with them and everything, and so I'm pretty good with them. But I'll have more answers for you in the future. We have a 2-year-old daughter and plan on homeschooling. We are truly blessed to be alive. Christ is King. Love you, bud. Hey, thanks so much for that. Yeah, God bless, and I don't have better answers. I just keep them away from Coco Melon. Or things, or just stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Mason, what's up, player? Miss you, brother. How are you? Keep them away, you know, keep them away from evil, violence, and wickedness. Though I've never watched Transformers. Only recently did I see it, and it's like good. It's like freaking good. But my boys are, thank you, Bleach. They're so sweet and kind, and it's shocking. I had no idea children could be that sweet and kind and funny. I had no idea, because I was never really happy to be around children until I had children. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've always been good with them. But you know what I'm saying? It was just never. They were almost invisible to me until I had children. But I was still very, very good with them. If someone was like babysitting and you know, like back in the day as kids or something, like I'd see, you know, a 4-year-old or something, and I'd be great with them. I'd have fun with them because I'm a silly man, so they love me. But no, they can only be a product of their parents, so I can't be doing a bad job. So I appreciate that. Excuse me. No, I mean Transformers from the 80s. I will not watch the movies. I mean the anime of it is like kind of good. It's decent. I didn't like it as a kid. I needed X-Men. I was too old. Or too old or something. I don't know. I forget. I just wasn't into it. I was too young, rather. I was too young for Transformers, is what I mean. Oh, it's funny. Dodge Ram, we got ya. John Payton, thanks for the 5 New Zealand. Dude, I thought New Zealand was Australia. I didn't even know. That's how American I am. Pray for New Zealand and Australia. One of the, you got. Well, I mean, pray for all the 5 eyes. Oh, this world is so wicked. Zig, the Infernal, thanks for the 10 bones, pal. Any thoughts on the final jester? That's me. Did that cut off because of the noise reduction? That's me. Thanks. I'm glad someone remembers that. You brought it up a while back, and I love the concept. I have a final jester for my shirts I make at Mirthless Orc. Hell yeah, very mirthy, actually. Hell yeah, Zig. You gotta put a link in here. Yeah, I haven't done nearly enough as I'm capable of doing so. I'm fucked. But Final Jester, I don't know what else to say about that. I was sort of in the spirit of the Final Jester, and I really can't bring it out right now. I don't know. I was probably just trying to be too cool for school or something like that when I was saying it. Who knows what I was saying? Yo, two boyzos. Yeah, I can't. I don't have anything good for you right now, unfortunately. Thanks for the 2 bones. Yo, Dylan Gavin, thanks for the 10 bones. Support what you love. Like the stream, guys. Hey, thanks so much for that. I really appreciate it. I need it. Do we have 1,000 Why did I even get out of bed? Why did I even get out of bed? Is this up to date? Okay. Please get me to 1,000. Okay, we're good, right? Did I miss anybody? Okay, good. Whew. We've been hitting it hard, man. We've been hitting it hard. I just spent myself with going into the territory that I just went into. I'm straight up spent. So it's just time to be silly. Nano Ray. Did you like the way I said that? Nano Ray coming in with lies. He's coming in with twisted lies. In paranoid syntax error, did I even get your name? How do you compare Morrowind? Did I even get your name? I don't even remember. It took a lot of energy to do what I just did. Jonathan, I don't even remember saying anyone's names or anything. You know how it is. Just Mr. Lies coming in here and making me look for nothing. That's okay. Allergy nap. Yeah. Must there be allergies? Allergies are not natural. Bastards. I need thiamine. I need everything. I'm not on anything. Only NAC. I need to fix my liver. 2001 Dodge Ram. Thanks for the 20 bones. Hey, Charles, have you ever heard of Ashgabat, Turkmenistan? The architecture and story of the city is so strange. No, but it sounds like a global civilization that was smashed and melted. Now it seems like all the mountains are freaking melted civilizations. And the best thing I saw lately was the Devil's Foot or whatever. People comparing it to not a tree stump, but petrified fungi, and that sounds. I don't know what to say about that, but I don't know anything about that Turkmenistan. But if it's anything like Petra or anything, any of our hidden history in the Middle East or all around there, it was definitely the seat of a very advanced civilization that was melted, either by devils, by people, or by God. I have no idea. It's a Masonic city. What's that mean? Is it like a big chessboard? Kosa, what's up? They playing a big chess on it? But there's so much. I can't even cover these topics. We had to get deep. You know what I mean? I'm kind of, not as insane lately, so I can get deep with things and not just go silly. It's been happening more. I mean, it's just an allergy or maybe from smoking, but I just stopped the smoking, so maybe it's that, but I don't know. I think it's from the smoking. Yeah, the mountains in Utah almost definitely melted cities. Remember the bridge? Yeah, the wind and the water hit it just right. All melted cities and castles. It's in Utah. That's where it all went down. Didn't even go down in the. Look at the glass slag pit. Do you see any melted structures? It's because nothing ever happened there, unless, well, they weren't melted to sand, because things don't melt to sand. They melt into mountains. They don't melt into sand. What's under the sand? What is under the sand? It's probably Tartarus. It's probably chained angels. It could be chained angels. An owl. Thanks for the 10 bones, pal. I like that little Doggy you have there. Ein. Yeah, the water is hitting it at a perfect 90 degrees. It made a bridge. Now, Utah's most certainly all melted cities. That's why I kind of assume all of the geological formations are either quarries or melted cities. I'm not even sure if I believe in mountains anymore. How's that? How is that? Mud floods were caused by runoff from melted stone cities. Oh, DB Blues. That's a good one. I can see that. That feels true. That's scary though. Ugh, I don't even want to. What am I going to say to that? Nano Ray, thanks for the 15 bones, pal. Last message might have. Oh shit! Could you post the other message? I couldn't find it. My computer was going to crash. That's okay. Was curious if you remember when you first became spiritually cognizant. Also, any books you've picked up recently. Always looking for something new. My biggest memory is when I read Dispelling Wetiko. Is when I was like, oh man, the powers of the air and the unseen forces are truly at work here, and people are hardly even to be blamed. Damn. Man, runoff? I don't know. I can't, it's so hard for me to comprehend a realm-wide catastrophe. Like it's beyond my imagination. I can't comprehend it. It's too horrific. It's too horrific to picture civilizations being melted and mud floods being run off everywhere, and also a flood and the waters of the deep opening up and the firmament opening up and the water level going up to the pyramids. Like it's not even possible for me to comprehend that. It's way too horrific. One interesting thing about some of the later Dune books is some of the people on these planets don't even know how they got there, Mason. Oh, I'm afraid to read Dune too, man. I'm afraid to read Dune. But I would say that, Nano Ray, that Dispelling Wetiko is the best. And your thoughts create your life, right? Is that Thaddeus? That I found was very, 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 very good. Those two. And I also, people wouldn't know it, but if you're very, eco is, but I would say that, Nano Ray, that Dispelling Wetiko is the best. And your thoughts create your life, right? Is that Thaddeus? That I found was very, 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 very good. Those two. Very, your life is the best. And your thoughts create your life, right? Is that Thaddeus? That I found was very, 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 very good. Those two. And I also, people wouldn't know it, but if you're kind of awake and you do some of these things, you read some of these things, when you go back to the Narnia Chronicles, they will make you crazy. Like the lessons that, let's say Lucy, with the mirror and the grimoire and all that, and even Susan and Edmund and Peter, everybody, like the lessons that the Pevensies go through will hit you like a car crash. I'm so happy that Hollywood is never touching C.S. Lewis ever again. I'm so happy. BBC did it. The 79 cartoon that came out, 30 years or whatever, 50 years ago, a week ago. Those are the only things you need. And I don't remember The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe from 2004 or 5 or 6 being that bad. But there's no way there was going to be a real C.S. Lewis treatment from Hollywood. It's not possible, as you see. And I cannot believe they did Tolkien in 2000. And even then, Peter Jackson used his witchcraft to remove the most prescient and wild concepts out of. Because that's his job. But there it is. There it is. Cambode. Khan. Fedosiv. Thanks for the 10 bones. Hey, Charles, I just returned from Cambodia. Wonderful people, very friendly. Back in Australia now. My friend's gone manic again. It's wild, the spiritual wars in the first world compared to just survival. Pray for him and help him as much as you can. Just gonna make sure he's not on drugs or drinking, man. That's if you're let me put it this way. If you're not smoking weed or drinking, you're already 95% there. I'm serious. But Dispelling Wetiko, I think, is the best. Then I started reading the sequel, just simply Wetiko, and it was all freaking Vav and Tav and Kabbalah and Sephiroth, and I'm like, oh my God, Letty Pots or whatever it is. I'm like, yeah, shattered shards of Sophia. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Get out of my face with that shit. I don't ever want to hear about Kabbalah or freaking shattered shards of Sophia and all that stuff. I don't ever want to hear any of that shit. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's worth, he did 3 by now. I think he's done 3, but his obsession with the Kabbalah, I think they got to him after how good Dispelling Wetiko was. They're like, nah, you got to study the Kabbalah now. Where's the Kabbalah come from? Babylon. What happened to Babylon? The Lord destroyed it because it was so evil. Okay, let's practice Babylonian Kabbalah then. Well, they're trying to goad another destruction. That's their job. The destroyers. They want to goad the Lord to destroy the world again, just so the Lord is forced to say hi. That's called tempting the Lord. That's the worst thing you can do. Tempting the Lord. Come on, take a shot. Come on, throw it at us. Throw it. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bushinada. Thanks for the 10 quid. Hey, Charles, are you guys screwing me? My message must have gotten buried as well. It was the message under Bill Prime. Love the stream, love the wisdom, God bless. What was the message? If I try to scroll back, my tabs are gonna crash, man. I can't. But yeah, Narnia will make you crazy how good it is when you're sort of awake. It's better. I don't like Lord of the Rings. And I know that's like a take that kind of sucks, but I just don't like it. I like the Narnia Chronicles, and maybe that's a rough comparison, but I don't like Lord of the Rings. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Know what I say? Fuck the past. We already knew that there were advanced civilizations and that all of our roots are stolen from us. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know the geographic locations and Numenor and Mu and all that. I think it's a waste of time. To me, it's a waste of time. And I guess I could try to read them. I mean, I got them right there. Or do the audiobooks, which I did, but I don't, they're too big, man. They're too long. I know he was a brilliant genius. Can you imagine all the brilliant geniuses that died in the trenches in World War I alongside of Tolkien? And Tolkien said he was the lowest he was lower than the Batman, the people that never came back. He was lower than them. Imagine the poetry and literature and philosophy you would have had from those dead soldiers. Oh my gosh. Imagine the art, and imagine everything that was lost with the annihilation of all the whites and you know, whatever you want to call everybody in all those wars. Imagine. Oh, imagine. Oh. I don't like Lord of the Rings, I'm sorry. I like The Hobbit. I do not like Lord of the Rings. And I'm not proud to say that. I'm really not. I'm not trying to be cool. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I love the Narnia Chronicles. I think they're far superior, but it's not an apt comparison, perhaps. I don't like the end of their lives, though, how those two they were fighting. They didn't talk for 10 years, and then Lewis just croaks it. That really, really bothers me a lot. Guess I gotta let it go. I do not like it at all. I really don't. Neon recording, thanks for the 5 bones, pal. Jadis. Oh, Jadis. I can't. I don't have time. I have to go in like 4 minutes. I'd love to talk about Jadis. Oh, the Narnia Chronicles are so wonderful. They're so much better than Lord of the Rings. I do not like Lord of the Rings. I don't like it. It's not good. Well, I can't say it's not good. I just don't like it. Excuse me. Aaron Cipriani, thanks for the 10 bones. Did they kill Kubrick after Eyes Wide Shut? I don't know. Okay, look. When you join a cult, in order to subvert the will and destiny of the Lord, they murder you in order that it wasn't a natural death. It's like another blasphemy against the Lord. All the people in the cult are bound 100% to die unnatural deaths, always at the hands of the brethren. It's a blasphemy against the Lord. Murder is death. Death is murder. That's what that means. So these people know what they're signing up for, and they are ready to die at any moment, because that's how it is to be in a deep cult like that. We shouldn't talk about that stuff. It's not good. Yo, Bush, BC. You guys are unbelievable. Hey, thanks to the 5 quid. Benjamin, I'm looking for Benjamin, looking for Bill, looking for another name. I can't find him. What happened to him? Okay, any more? Okay, good. But we shouldn't, I don't want to talk about that cult stuff. That's not good at all. But the Kubrick, there's no such thing as a white hat in a black cult. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. I know he's there waking people up and he dies because he was waking too many people up. Dude, it wasn't for frickin' 30 years until people were like this. What the hell? They just trafficked their daughter out to join the club. It wasn't frickin', it was 30 years before people even noticed that. Dude, the movie got released. No, there's no such thing as a white hat and a black cult. Please write that down. Isn't that crazy? No. Oh, shit. The Streamlabs. Oh, I'm so... Bear with me, guys. I forgot. I gotta log in. I forgot, boys. Bear with me. Damn, I should have recognized those dinosaurs. Yeah, I trust Streamlabs. Okay. Contrarian Sword, thanks for the sawbuck, pal. I mean, the $1. Streamlabs, this is a real tip. It's in the bio. No one takes a cut of it. I don't know why everyone doesn't just use that, but that's just how it is. Oh, damn. Benjamin, now at Bill Prime, I see you. Nano. Oh my God, I see you guys now. I'm so stupid. Thanks so much for tipping from there. No one takes a cut. Thanks so much. I thought you guys were trolling me. All three of you. I thought you guys were all trolling me. Contrarian Sword, thanks for the 2 bones, pal. Nano, thanks for the 15. So good to see you streaming again. Something I always wondered. Was there anything specific that sparked your path to spiritual cognizance? Also, any interest in making a page for your book recommendations? Always looking for something new to read. Yeah, I'm just too stupid right now, but I'm trying to not be that stupid. So yes. Bill Prime, another one who I thought was trolling. Thanks for the $20 on my tip link right here. No one takes a cut. You guys got what that means? What are your thoughts on Dan Deacon? Is he Seahorse Sea Hell? Is that Seahorse Sea Hell? You might find the lyrics for When I Was Done Dying interesting. Keep up the good work. You're a legend. Does someone have those? I bet they're good. Can I even copy this? You son of a... Now, can someone... Isn't it though? Is Dan Deacon Seahorse Sea Hell? Do people know what I'm talking about? Thanks so much for a double tipping, boys. I just forgot. It's been so long I forgot to bring up this link. Streamlabs, there's a tip link in my bio that no one takes a cut. You guys get what that means, right? I'll check out those lyrics right now. It's long. When I was done dying, my consciousness regained, so I began my struggle and nothingness strained. Oh man, this is like kind of good. Out of a flash of time, my new form blasted out, and it startled me so, and I burst out a shout, at which my legs ran frantic like birds from a nest, and it's going to take 10 minutes. What's your take on this? As I crashed down and smashed into earth, into dirt. Is he talking about falling from heaven? My gosh, how'd this guy get that stuff? Is that what that means? Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Lucifer, fallen angels descending as lightning onto Mount Hermon, right? It's in Arabia, right? It's not where they say it is. Isn't the Golgoth? Is the Golgoth still there, isn't it? Wasn't it in I don't know. I don't have my geography right. I can't even get into this right now. Thanks so much, Bill. Benjamin, again, you weren't trolling. Thanks for the 20 bones. You used the link in my bio. No one takes a cut. Welcome back, Charles. Always a pleasure. A quick thanks for your service. Thank you. You've helped me become real again, awake. I'm doing much better these days. Got my fight back, getting stronger, hope restored, faith and clarity glowing. Much love and mirth, as always. Thanks so much for that, pal. I really appreciate that. That's so good. Magic missile. I had a Chevalier. I played a Chevalier back in D&D, probably in 91. Derman von Nessen was his name. I died though, and the character was retired. I got crushed in like a bridge a bridge mechanism, and my rolls didn't get me out, and he died. If you can imagine that I remember that. But I used magic missile because you don't have to be a magic user to use that. And I also had a bag of holding. Oh, remember those days? It was later than it had to have been late. It was probably 93 or something like that. Can you believe that I remember that? How does one get unisolated and back to loving people? I know you have a job to do, but have you ever found yourself avoiding people as if you hate them? Yeah. It's kind of self-hatred or like shame or something that makes you avoid people, or insanity. But it's not them. It's the dead machinery in their mouths and minds. Sure, it could be them. I hear you on that. Yeah, but I don't know if I have any. First of all, you got to make sure you're not drinking and on drugs. If you're drinking and on drugs, it's over for you. You know what I mean? If you're drinking or on drugs, like you can't get anywhere. You can do shamanic sort of things. I'm not suggesting it, but you could. But if you do it every day, it's over for you. It's over for you. But yeah, damn. Man, it's been. I wish I had more to give you guys after tipping on my bio link. I'm just so spent. You have to not allow dark thoughts in your mind. You have to banish them and replace them with good thoughts and good feelings, as in feeling the way you would if you were where you know you deserve to be. It's a hard exercise. It's not easy. But that is the method. You could say, I'm saying it's hard. It's hard to completely rely on the Lord, in that if you are so unclean and you're resisting purity, then it's just an exercise of tempting the Lord. Like this: save me. That's it. The Lord's gonna save me. The Lord's gonna save me. There it is. The Lord. That's it. The Lord's gonna save me. It doesn't work like that, though. It doesn't work like that. You have to at least meet the Lord halfway. And I'm just putting that forth. Some people say that good works, deeds are meaningless. It's only faith in Christ. I'm not going to refute that. I'm not going to sit here and refute that sort of thing. But I mean, I feel that one must be pretty tremendous in his efforts at self-purification in the eyes of the Lord to be admitted into the holiest of holies. Like, you're not just going to walk in. You're not just going to walk in because I have faith. You just walk right in. I'm not going to say that that's not true, because that's a heresy that I don't like. I wouldn't like participating in. But I would say that it must be a lifetime of purification. Know what I'm saying? How's that? I handled that one pretty well. That is worship, though. There it is. Stringer has a good one right here. Purity is rightful worship. That's what it is. It's the need. It's the motions, going through the motions, the suffering, the burning off with spiritual fire. It's very painful. And that is worship. That is prayer. But the training of feeling like you're where you should be will amplify whatever you are summoning, is what I'm saying. Isn't that good? Ooh, that's nice. Oh, I gotta get my water. Nah, I'll just drink puke. Yes. I think that's pretty decent. I'm pretty happy about tonight. Midnight ramen. Thank you, Charles. That was grin-inducing. Hey, thanks so much for the 10 months, pal. I think we really did it good tonight. I'm really happy about tonight. I'm so happy about tonight. Okay, boys, it's time for me to hit the dusty trail. I'm spent, so I'm just gonna be saying nothing. 50 more likes, please, before I leave. Please, please, please. 50 more likes. Get me to 1,000, or it's like I didn't even do the stream. Please. But I gotta roll out. Everyone, thanks so much. We really, damn, we got, woo. Tonight, I have crazy stuff written on here. No, I actually covered all this stuff. I suffer what I must. Testament to chaos. We covered everything I wanted to cover. Please like the stream. Please get us there. Please. Everyone, thanks so much. Much love. Really hit it up tonight. Thanks so much. So good. Keep on praying. Keep on knowing. Know this. Be there when Carthage falls. Always remember. Thanks so much, everybody. Please like the stream after I get out of here. Oh, we got there. Dr. Gas, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. We got there. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, everybody. Please keep liking the stream after we're out. Everyone, much love. Thanks so much. What a good one. I couldn't stream I was too messed up. Like I was gonna go nowhere. You know, I couldn't get on. So I'm back. Rerun, thanks so much for the membership. I'm just being honest. Everyone, keep it real. Thanks so much. Much love. God. What else is there to be said about it besides only really focusing on things that bring your life quality and those around you quality and people that enjoy you quality, and the speculation on these things we speculated about for years. I don't even remember what was said, but what else is there to be said about it? You already know everything I do, and everyone here already knows everything too. You go try to see, you go see what happens. Once you coast around there to see what happens, once you check out the wall, you'll get a destroyer intercepting you. What do you do then? What do you go to war with a destroyer? You know what happens to you when you do that? I'm just trying to get somewhere different and not just, I'm like, well, you see there. It's Agartha. There's a tunnel there that goes in, and the ice wall surrounding a 1/3 of the Earth, and the rest there's Numeria, the Numenor, whatever. There's you know, this place. This. I mean, what do you say to that? I mean, what do you say to that? You know, what do you say to that? Other than realizing that most of the things that you concern yourself with are wasted lies. What is the Nimrod system? I mean, I don't pretend to understand. I'm not really an air or a light manipulator, and I don't pretend to understand that technology. But a system in place where after a reset, the population is consolidated and corralled into certain places where the education is reset, and the history teaching, and the teachers do all the work for you. It does all the work for you. It's a specific system of control. I mean, I don't pretend to know the details of it, because it's too sickening to think about. And there are too many things to go into. Language warfare, financial warfare, thought warfare, education warfare, chemical warfare. There's so many things. What do you do? And who would believe you? And what would happen afterwards? You know, if I can get to something that actually means something, I'll try. But the system that you live in is something that is imagining this system, the ability to imagine it, because your finances are so wrecked and your language is so stripped down and annihilated, and education is what it is. The capacity to even comprehend a true prison system is extinct. You see what I'm saying? That's a system that is created by a tyrant. Real tyranny, most people cannot even comprehend. They cannot even comprehend what real tyranny is. The biggest tyranny there is having all your money stolen from you and having all your lifespan stolen from you. Who's gonna believe that though? They're like, oh no, people are living longer than ever. So I'm gonna go get a drink. The technology's better than ever, man. Life has never been this easy. Like, oh yeah. These things are so easy to spot now if you are familiar with real atrocity. If you are familiar with atrocity, these things are like nothing. But the system, it's so much. People understand about these Satan's technology. A technology of taking things off of the table. Things that could possibly be are taken off the table, and the capacity to even imagine them is extinct. Those things are done with a technology that people are familiar with by the name of sorcery or witchcraft. Nimrod, it all comes from Nimrod. Is it Gilgamesh? I don't know. Are they the same? I have no idea. It doesn't even matter what the history is or what the figures are. It's the archetype, it's the thought pattern that is a demonic energy and destroyer. It's not even the figures, it is the role that these energies do and the patterns themselves that infect other people with a possession. I mean, we all sort of are experts because we've been tormented our whole lives in this world, just like everybody. Most people don't really know it. The torment is straw-manned and blamed on other brothers and sisters in the world. Hence my attitude and philosophy behind the mainstream sort of, and the less than mainstream, I don't know, politics, is that it subscribing and going back and forth and investing in these ideologies is witchcraft itself. Who's gonna believe that though, you know? Now you get it. You get it now. You guys understand what I mean? Listen, the way things have gone over the years has been not easy. Don't lose faith in the output of masters. And their religion is to make these prophecies come true, whether by hook or by crook or by a divine intervention. Regardless, it comes true. You see what I'm saying? Technology gets lost and they never planned on it coming back. Oh, it always comes back, man. It only comes back when it's out of the reach of the citizens or the children of God. It only comes back when it's out of their reach. If you got free energy, easy transport and zeppelins, air travel underground, that's very easy. Can't have that when you're running a prison, can you? You gotta have people always on the ropes. They don't have time to think of how enslaved they really are. Instead, they get mad at, you know, races and religions and things like that. Those topics can very easily occupy the rubes that have no idea what blindness really means. How air and light and thought can be manipulated. People have no idea. They have no idea. They just rage at the inmates. They rage at the inmates until those inmates become their jailers. And then it's too late. It's hard for people to understand these things. People don't know what a real system of enslavement really is. Declaration thanks to the 25 ED material or renunciation, the only way through this. I hope you use your art to equip people. Hey, I try my best. Earning money still worthwhile as a priority. It's just energy and time, and if you check out of the system entirely, then you become the bums and the homeless of the world. You can't check out of society and not be assassinated. You try that. Why don't you try living off the grid? Why don't you try generating your own power? Why don't you try that? See what happens to you. End up like Waco, Texas. See what happens to you. See what happens to you. Why don't you try living off the grid? Why don't you see what happens to you? Go ahead, try it, see what happens. You'll be lucky if you're not set on fire. That's just the way the world is. It's just this, the world is sweetened beyond your imagination. It's been sweetened by the sweetest things. You know what I mean? Ruby Ridge, that's right, Super. Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. It's good to have your heart eased and not look at it as strictly a military operation. That's a good thing to put forth. Absolutely. Absolutely right. You have to be thinking the thoughts that heal you and that make your life better, because if everyone's life was better and if everyone put out those vibrations, the noosphere, or the collective consciousness of this planet, would heal the wickedness and diminish it. It'd be very easy to take care of it if people's efforts were coagulated and synchronized. But I guess that's only for the ghouls underground to do their sorcery. I guess that's not for us, you know what I'm saying? It is, but it's something that's mocked and driven to irrelevance, etc., etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? Psyoped, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? All of these things that people worry about politically are absolutely meaningless in the underlying weapons of war that have been cooking forever and that are required to weaken men enough to where, you know, women are pimped and children are sold. I mean, these are the building blocks of that hell. But people are like, I mean, Tyrone, what's all this stuff? You see, it's them. That's the oh yeah, you get it by now. Wait, what about the crime statistics? I'm like, oh man, that's right. Well, fire up the gas chambers and we'll fix it. Are you kidding me? People are so stupid, but it's not that they're stupid, they're just not initiated. People are not initiated into real weapons of warfare. People have no idea. They don't know. They blame it on other people. And whatever, this and that and this and that. But I find his work is so good. His work that he did over the years was so good, he ended up, I guess, you know, killing his wife and then himself. He was that good. It was kind of like one of those situations. You know what I mean? It was a bit of a Benoit and a bit of a Harry Horace. So, you know, the quality of his work is a bit extreme if he was to come to that end. And I'm not here to say let that be a lesson. I have no idea. I don't even know if these people are even real. I have no idea. But in regards to Horace and more, you know, you dig and you find yourself inside of a mystery religion, then it's like you get killed if you know, start lecturing on things in some way, in some regards. But that is absolutely just speculation and conjecture. I don't even know if these people even lived. I never met them. I have no idea. So I'm just straight up shooting from the hip, you know? Yeah, the horse ending was, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Those sort of things can happen, and no one comes to bat for you. No one helps you. No one remembers you. You straight up are erased, and because of the engine of the news, you're straight up erased. It's just interesting. Barbatus, what's up? Harry Horse innocent? I mean, first of all, I don't know if he lived, but it's not possible that, like, people aren't capable of doing the things that he did. Like, you can't. I mean, do you want to get into it? I'm saying just the crime scene was not possible to pull off. But hey, what does it matter? Now you know what war is. Now you know what real war is. A war that has had warfare, weapons of war that have invulnerable, plausible deniability, and a magnetism attached to the accuser of schizophrenia, etc. Now you know what a real weapon of war is. Love line. That right there, tomahawk, right into your house if you're a young person being perverted by these goblins. You guys get it. I'm just reaching for some place to frickin' beat to. People don't get it, but know that don't bother getting it. The only thing that matters is it's not understanding of atrocity, because the more you understand about atrocity, it puts weight inside of you that you have to carry, actually, unless you can sort of transcend that sort of thing. But the only thing that matters is positive thoughts. Okay, you know, it might be a cliche, but might even be weighted with a millstone to make it silly, but it's really the root. And if anyone has a better phrase, it's good. Skin king, bag of dinner. I try not to know too much about the Zodiac, but I remember the 13th ghost. Aren't you saying that it's still, like, how do you know if the Zodiac that you have access to is accurate? Like what you're saying, Babylon and this, when they put in Nimrod's system and they took the knowledge or perhaps the wisdom of the workings of the machine that we live in, and just like you had 1,000 years to the timeline, you take off one of the signs of the Zodiac, you make the layman or the uninitiated's efforts to excel handicapped and hobbled, so they're inaccurate. That sounds like a regular weapon of war. Poison the well. That sounds very regular. What are you gonna do? You know, what the hell are you gonna do? I guess that's why you just don't get too heavy into that stuff. What's the point? I don't know. I don't know if there's free will. I don't know if there's destiny. I don't know if there's karma, but I really don't. I really don't. Disarm conversations and people push a faith onto you. I don't know. I think that the only way to disarm it is to see, they do a sort of a comparative mythology on either your own beliefs or beliefs of whatever the rulers on this planet, or the reasons behind why these things would be implemented and be a dogma. I don't know if that's proper usage. So it's not about refuting. It's about seeing, I guess, enjoying parallels to mystery religions, I guess. No, I'm just talking out loud. I'm thinking out loud because there's no tip. I don't, you know me, I don't do tips. It's not ever only just the tip with me. I don't go halfway, you know what I'm saying? So I don't do tips. But now you see what I'm saying though? Are you kidding me? It's crazy. People have no idea. All your favorite celebrities, they all think about this stuff when they do all their little things. I'm just saying. But it just seems like it seems like part of the Great Deception. It really does. It just does. But what do I know? That's the whole point of being in this world. You're doing all these weird rituals, getting all fruity with everybody. You're doing the worst evil you can just to goad God to come back. And so just like the pieces are put together as like a Tool song. So are you kidding me, dude? I was like, if the world's really like that, you'd fucking take me to hell right now. Just take me to hell right now. Just, don't mess around. There's such a... it's so paradoxical, I say, where it's irrefutable that it's a gigantic joke. Even your favorite presidents or whatever. Look, I'm just saying that I don't even want to say it, honestly. I don't even want to say it. It's just the people that practice this stuff are the people that you're hoping become president. Okay? That's all. And they belong to the same houses as the ones you rail against when you see tunnels and all that. It's like, it's crazy. It's a joke. You understand what I'm saying? Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Color theory is same thing as chakras. I mean, look, I'm not saying that there aren't certain technologies that you can use to your advantage in regards to your construction and your energy body or your light body. I just what can I say about that stuff? What do you want me to say about this stuff? I just know the religion of the world is part of the Great Deception. It's a joke. It's there to be laughed at. But anyway, I don't want to keep rambling about this stuff. Yeah, and I try not to know any of this stuff. I try not to think about it because, I don't know, it poisons your experiences. Like then you can't listen to music anymore. You remember what old Kanye said about the 808 bass, how it disrupts or forces open the root chakra. Remember the root chakra? The root chakra is the one that's always it's really attractive to a certain religion, or maybe more than one. The root chakra is a place of violation in this world. Is a place of violation and forced initiation. That's the root chakra. And even people like that are talking about these things. It's like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Just generally speaking, you know what I'm saying? But learning how to pray is just a better quest, a better endeavor, and it's less to do with the super technical visualization, which is predominantly the strategy and the machine of mystery religions. You just turn into a big nerd. You know what I'm saying? You can skip all that and ask yourself, I'd like to learn how to pray. And then what's prayer? What's this? What's veneration? What's worship? What's adoration? What do those things mean? What does it mean to my life? What does it mean to my soul? You ask better questions instead of, I gotta violate root chakras and then I gotta force them. I make them like me. I give them an initiation into the mystery religion, and then they do what they say for the rest of their lives. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. It's like we control them when you violate them like that. It like turns them into like a golem, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like just like that. It's kind of like the freaking Sephiroth or something. It's one of the Sephiroths. Dude, I'll tell you, better off asking yourself the right questions. Ask the right questions. That's what matters the most. If you're wrecked, you ask the wrong questions. There it is. You go up the wrong tree. You bark up the wrong tree. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I'm going to teach everyone to pray. I'm really not, because I'm as crippled as folk, and I do my best to live more real. And being real requires a level of, I just don't know how to put it into words. It's just reaching at defining the definition of praying 24/7. Whatever the word is, it's not in our language anymore. You know, it's just, you know, I'm just thinking about these things. But I had to stop with Tico. Dispelling with Tico is very valuable, but I had to stop it. There was some interesting stuff. I'm just gonna have to skip all the you know, the neti pots and all that stuff. I gotta skip that Satanism and maybe go, you know, something else, and then we'll see what undreaming is like. But his stuff is heavy and rough, and Wetiko is sort of it's a devastating read. Dispelling Wetiko is a devastating read. It's a really unbelievable. People don't understand what a spiritual contagion is, or a mind virus, something that's passed through trauma and by force. And we all understand what those sort of things mean these days. And it's really wild. Again, it's military. It's just a military operation. When force is required, you use the military. That's all. No, it's just crazy, man. I mean, I feel like I gotta bring out examples or something, but I don't have any. Just know you flip through anything and you're like, what? What is this? Yeah, the darkness, the light was out into, you know, the shards of God's consciousness flew to the, you know, to the heavens, and then you gotta violate root chakras in order to awaken God and make him whole again. Whoa, yo. I don't know. That's what you just look through any of it. You're like, oh my God, what is this, a jester? Clown priest was giving you this stuff in the fourth dimension to friggin' sabotage your life and to ruin the world and to annoy the Lord. It seems like a lot is tolerated in this world, but then again, the mysteries of life in this world, the mysteries of consciousness. I mean, the mysteries, not Scooby-Doo. I'm talking about the mysteries, the knowledge. That's good. Egypt is not old. The Egyptian civilization was not old. Pyramids were not even Egyptian. That was another founded thing. Those structures, though, do predate Noah, unless he had them built, which is definitely a possibility as water markers, or like things that would withstand a super rise in sea level. Like they would perhaps be built into structures like that to have it preserved. It's just a theory, but no, the pyramids are not Egyptian. That's why I say we was all Kangs. That's why I say that sort of thing, and we're all sort of children, and we're all sort of brothers and sisters. You can feel that way, but you cannot live that way, because if you do, you get ambushed when you're not looking. You understand what I'm saying? You can never be treating strangers and people around you as brothers and sisters, because you could get ambushed. But in your heart, you know that we're all inmates, or in the same prison, or all children, all related. You know, I understand how the news is, and I understand how soldiers are. Do you know the difference between a civilian and a soldier? Do you really though? Do you know someone that would ambush you or hit you when you're not looking in the street is not a civilian? Were you aware of that? That's not a civilian. That's a soldier. That's a combatant. That's an active military operator. Did you know that? Oh, you didn't know that? You thought it was just racism? Oh, you thought it was just you didn't know it was open warfare? Oh, shit. You didn't know that wasn't a civilian thing? Oh, whoa, yo. You didn't know? Oh, rough. You're sitting here waiting for another war? You know what I'm saying, though. That's just how it works. That's how war has to be continued. It has to be continued in unfamiliar ways, otherwise the people would revolt. I mean, anyway, this shouldn't be news to anybody these days. It really shouldn't be. But anyway, if it is, then welcome to the party. Anyway, but you do have to get strong in every way. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what it means? What does it mean that a calamity had happened and there was a big calamity, and you know there's like a millennial reign of these splendid buildings, this whole civilization, this global harmony, and then when that ends, then the second resurrection of the people who weren't redeemed get another chance or something. I mean, did anyone ever talk about that? Yes. So then Satan rules the world for 1,000 years. I don't remember anybody ever mentioning that in Catholic school. Do you? No, I'm not speaking like this is 100% this, and I'm really not. But I've never been a Bible guy, but I've never heard that spoken about anywhere. But then again, I wasn't looking for it. It's just so crazy. But the technology required to harrow hell and resurrect a generation, erect buildings and palaces and castles with no bathrooms, resurrection with heavenly bodies. Remember that one? How the hell do you do that? So it's just interesting, and it all just kind of makes sense, but I don't know. It doesn't. It's for me. Maybe the translation is completely different. I have no idea. I'm not here preaching. I am a student, just like all of yourselves. But I just think it's pretty interesting. And what other explanation is there? What other reason would there be? Well, of course, it's just regular strategy to completely hide the previous civilizations. But this world seems overtly, anti-Christian. Obviously, it goes without being said. We'll just say it that way. And probably again everywhere. You have different views if you're American. Different. Look, I know that. But generally speaking, globally speaking, over the last long time, we all know who it's been that's been marked for death. As in truly marked for death. It's been the Christians. We all know that. Of course, there was the previous civilization of we got the Native Americans, we got the pagans, we got the. There's that too. I can't put all that together. I'm not here to put all that together. And I'm not speaking with totality. I'm just not. But it seems like there's a religious bent to it, and that indicates to me that there's a religious truth to it, at least in some regard. I'm just applying some extreme philosophy to it. That's all. Anyway, it's interesting. It's just interesting, and you can't dedicate your life to it unless you really need to, I guess. But it's just crazy. Huge castles with no bathrooms. Well, you see, these people were so decadent, that they just blew shit all over the floor, and then they paid someone to eat it all, and then he was executed afterwards. Excuse me? Well, that's never been said, but I'm just saying, that's the general idea. It was triple Mad Max times 10 at any time. Oh, really? Where were your bathrooms? How'd you build these castles? We forgot. Oh, we forgot the bathrooms. They must have all had human toilets. It must have been the Red Diamond Dragon Club, I guess. They were the custodes of the castle. That's crazy. Look, I don't even know if it's true. I've never inspected it. I was never there during any reconstruction. I have no idea. We're just speaking in sort of theories here, I guess, but it's really extremely interesting. No plumbing. There's plumbing outside, huge fountains, irrigation everywhere. Inside, no plumbing. To me, that's crazy. That's straight up something that could make your head fall off. Well, you see, wasn't very chic to have your insides filled with sewage, so they gave themselves, the colostomy bags, and they removed their intestines. And excuse me? But the problem was, if someone had a germ on their hand, then the whole room died. What about germs? Back in Victorian times. Yeah, we all have colostomy bags. When we get infections, it just goes away. But no, we don't get infections. Dude, excuse me? It's just shocking. Maybe they all had freaking portable bathrooms. I've never been in any of them, so I couldn't tell you. Hey, you know what I mean? Shocking, isn't it? When things were different here before Nimrod's system was in place, we were probably like the green man from the Book of the New Sun. The sun could sustain you. You didn't need to eat, didn't need to barf. That's just, chamber pots, sure. I hear you. That just seems super primitive considering the construction of those buildings, honestly, and considering the plumbing of the fountains outside. We use a chamber pot, but I hear you. I don't take it off the table. I'm not Mr. History. You know how I feel about history. It's just, it's so fantastic. It's very interesting to think about at the heart of it, What fountain? Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Yeah, OG. Yeah, he was a time traveler. He could walk on the sort of the Z axis, or maybe even a different one. He went, he like wormholed out of. He like could phase shift or something. Remember that? I love the Green Man. He was so good. He came back and he saved the day. It was so good. He was like. He was like the dude in Fallout, the mysterious stranger that headshots. When you at a 2% chance or something. He was so good. Yeah, he went inward down the corridors of time. That's how it was described, and it's been so long since I've revisited it. I may as well have never read it. Yes, to that point. If a book is really, really the best, I've read it several times, but it's been years. You have to you don't have to do anything. Do what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy timeline, I'll tell you. It's a crazy timeline, but hey, things are interesting. How would you know? It's just like with the history. You can throw it all in the trash. You can make it up, and you'll get something closer to what really happened. But I understand the logical, these things, but I really, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, at least we can look at some books now. At least I can give you some examples of things that are long forgotten, that even memory has forgotten. This world, all these news things. It seems like we're rather advanced in the prophecies, wars, and rumors of wars. It's been like this as long as for the last several hundred years. So is it any different now? Probably shadows getting burned into the sidewalk, I guess, when you're going out for a walk. Damn, not this again. Never again. Nope, it doesn't work like that. But hey, it's just gonna pull the race card on everything. Like, okay, then what? What do we need to do? We gotta build gas chambers now? Like, what's the solution? Actually, stay tuned. I'll talk about it. I'm the most about. Oh, really? What caused this? Who's making this happen? Well, you see, descended from Africans. It's a bad society. You don't want them in your neighborhood. Where are they being busted? Who's paying for it? You don't want them in your neighborhood. You don't want them in your neighborhood. Oh, wow. Dude, are you kidding me? You think I'm stupid? Oh, we're about having fun and not really worrying about too much what other people are doing. But, look, it's the same old thing. You take things all the way to the extreme. Okay, we can get extreme. My homeland was here, so we want it back. Who was there before you? Apes. Oh, okay. Well, in that case. Oh, you got the best claim to it then just do whatever. You sure there was no one there before you? What about the ruins? Nah, apes built that. Oh, who built that? Ghosts. People from mythology. Or no, nothing. We built that. What about those ruins over there? Our people built that a long time ago. It looks like a more advanced civilization. No, we were half ape then. This is our place. This sand and salt. This is our place. You sure there weren't any Comanche there before you guys? No, it was just us. What about where I'm from? No, it was someone else. Okay. It was clearly this place was colonized before whatever the Mayflower people got here. Who are they? Did the Native Americans build, you know, Washington D.C.? Well, I mean, look, I know we're going back and forth in the timelines here in different locations. When I think of New England, all my history comes from New England being very, very heavily Native American named, at least. But so I'll say, okay, they were here. Let's say, who was here before them? Apes. Oh, see, that's the problem. That's the problem when you curse the timeline and the history and you erase the roots, because now, well, people don't understand the argument though. Like, people are not going to really understand the context of their own erasure in comparison to super amplified, loud narrative over over a couple centuries. Well, let's just leave it at that. Honestly, it's in the same realm of, if one thing is a lie, it's all a lie. So if I don't have any roots, you don't have any roots. Who's there before you? Lizards? Nobody move, nobody get hurt. That's my extreme philosophy when it comes to that sort of thing, and I don't pretend to be an expert on anything, except really nothing. I'm just good at a few things. But that's a little bit of a history lesson when it comes to the politics of birthright. Politics of birthright. Where do I go? You go to hell. What? Why? We'll tell you later. Anyway, that's interesting. You get it. You look at every photograph, and this was crazy to me, because you see witchcraft at work. Remember in The Shadow when the Genghis made the hotel invisible? That's what all of the vanilla sky photographs have been. It's like they've been in your face your whole life, and you've never even considered it. Like this, it's just like exposure or something, or never even noticed it. The cameras were bad back then. 100 years later, you're like, oh, those are doctored. Yeah, the Mongolian face. Yeah, must have been some sort of a Tartary thing. I may have seen that in the theater. I think I may have seen that in the theater. The Shadow is one of the best movies of all time. What's that? 94. Alec Baldwin, John Lone from Last Emperor. No. From something else, I forget. So good times back in those days, man. Good times back in those days. Anyway, I'm not a master of the timeline. I just know that. I guess my point is that layer of hiding things is what you see in the pictures. Did I just see? I don't know. It's so widespread. It's like a net. People not noticing doctored skies from photographs is I mean, I don't know. What else am I supposed to say? Have you guys ever seen in the sky any saucers? What's this angle? It's like a saucer was in here. You know, one time I was out late. I was driving. It had to have been 3 a.m, and I was out looking for saucers. I looked outside one day and I saw a flash of light, and I had no idea. I looked to my boyfriend in the passenger side, boyfriend at the time, and I said, Gary, did you see that? Of course I didn't. But then I noticed we were slowing down. The car it turned off. The car unstarted.
What was that?
Okay. And there was a bright light, and then within that light there was a shadow that flew over the car. During that I don't know, the light, that it was nighttime, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever light came through the shadow, you know, it was like when a shadow flies over you, it's like it scares you, because it's like a bird could freaking blast you blast you off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? And it turned out to be a saucer. I looked out the window and it was a saucer, and then it flew away, and then the car restarted. The radio turned on to wait, what was it? First Day Out, T Grizzly. I said, yo, that song's not even on the radio. Yeah, we were out looking for saucers. There's a saucer flying around here. How long for? I don't know, 80 years. Oh, really? Hey, how long you been looking? That's the answer you get. 70 years? 60 years? Yeah. Must be a flying saucer. It could be a saucer up in the sky. I'm just saying, that's a true story. Me and Gary back in the day. That's okay. Just waiting for saucer. Some men go their whole life waiting for a saucer to show up. You know what? I'm not gonna wait for it. Just gonna talk about my memories of it. What the heck causes those colors? Well, you see the spherical reflection. There's a reflection of the spherical nature of the tachyon, the tachyosphere, flooded with tachyons and neutrinos. The ionosphere, it tends to be curved a little bit more, and thus we see the multi-colors that are flashing around that are pretty meaningless. Oh, there might be a state of emergency because the solar flares are gonna EMP bomb everywhere at 2. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, black sun magnet. Black sun, you know, whatever the sun is called. I don't know what the regular sun's called. Sun, moon, black sun, toroidal field, magnetism. Yeah, I mean, it's good, but I think it's the curvature of the Earth's crust, and it's sort of like a sandwich. Earth's like a sonic boom, if you will. They kind of sandwich each other in the same right angle or something, and because of the angles of this, that you see the colors of the throne of heaven above the firmament. You see colors because of the spherical nature and the fact that we're going 666 miles per hour spinning around, and we're also going 3 trillion miles per hour through the universe, and all spinning in this I guess a reverse Big Bang or something like that. Or no, in the future we're all going to crash into the sun, but the stars have been fixed forever. The removal of the preparation for death and the afterlife, that system of rituals, the removal of that is, when you get big enough, when you get to the big enough warfare, it's pure murder. It's just dosed out over a lifetime, and that's just it's just a bit heavy. You understand? You know what I'm saying, though? There's unlimited knowledge or unlimited wisdom if you can sort of connect to it. The mind of God, however you describe the universe or whatever, you could say it's just just stardust and a trillion people all this and that. You could say that, I don't know, but just to depersonalize, disassociate, and vaporize into space dust into nowhere, to me sounds like that sounds like a deception. It sounds like something from hell. It sounds like something they lob from hell to confuse people. That's all. It's crap. But so those things, those initiation and those sacred rights and spaces, so you take those away from people, it's just as damaging as destroying the testosterone in the males, and then the women and children get abused to death. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple. When you the effects of it are pretty recognizable, pretty. Yeah, Yeah, people don't get it. Maybe I'm sure they are starting to now, but the annihilation of a previously advanced civilization or a millennial reign, the hiding of it, the co-opting of all the structures, the demolishing of them, and the denial of rituals and even hormonal independency. All these things are impossible in this world. Knowledge of your roots, hormonal independence, straight up impossible in this world. Impossible in this world. So that's the system of this world is such. Oh, that's what I was saying a while ago. Okay, remember I got disappointed? Someone asked if when end times were. Remember an hour and a half ago I got sickened with myself? End times has been since before you were born, and it's been post-apocalyptic for centuries already. So people sometimes are asking for something because they don't know total war that is already here. End times already occurred, and post-apocalypse like already happened. That's why quality of life is so bad right now. It's not because people don't get along so much where we can't have anything nice. Like, oh, is that what? Oh, really? It's other people because they're so stupid? Oh, really? I hate other people. The guy's moving into my neighborhood. Now, look, I understand there's something to be said about that, but that's not the reason. Those people aren't the reason. It's the system that's the reason. The system that we've been laughing about. That's just pretty, it's out in the open right now. It's not like a deep, dark, freaking tour secret. It's not anymore. That's why we're talking about it in a more easy fashion than we used to. So that was the big banger. That was the one I fumbled pretty bad because the degradation of high technology and using that technology or degrading it or using it against the people. That sort of thing can only happen after end times. What are you going to take that away from the civilization that controls that high technology? You're going to take that away from them by force as the rat people of history in the shadows plotting the doomsdays thing forever for 1,000, however many, I don't know how long the world's lasted. I have no idea. Those things can only be co-opted. They cannot be taken by force is what I'm trying to say. You have to wait until a cataclysm, the chaos of the cataclysm, to restore order in your own image. Like it's necessary for these things to happen. A cataclysm has to happen in order for the rat people to come out and then claim that technology and all that architecture as theirs and then destroy it. Like that can only happen after a cataclysm. You can't take those people by force, or there is no, you know what I mean? It's just, well, it must have been some sort of force if the Civil War happened in some sort of weird capacity. There had to have been something, but this was still post-cataclysm. Yeah, we're very much a post-cataclysm civilization. We're back to so much lower than square one is not. When you think of square one, you think of cavemen. No, square one was the top. Maybe, I don't know, or was the millennial reign the top after the judgment and everything? After Christ? I have no idea. But people are waiting for things that they don't know have already happened because they don't yet understand that the war is on them. That's the big secret. It used to be a secret. People don't get it. People have no... Do you know how people... It's like you never think someone's gonna punch you in the face. So things happen on the streets for a number of different reasons, or things go badly. The same thing. People never think they're gonna get warred upon, because war is defined by the history books and the movies. There's no history of enslavement post cataclysm, is there? I think they left that part out. You can only enslave after a cataclysm. You can't do that stuff by force because people would fight to the death, or they'd rather die than willingly be slaves. There must have been some skirmishes after the cataclysm. Why are the insane asylums so big? Why would you need that much room other than for prisoners of war? There it is. It's not that hard to understand, but it is very veiled. Anyway, it's a bit intriguing, and it could make you feel feelings that aren't in the English language. A sense of I don't know. The loss of things and the hiding of things is really such an incredible war crime or tragedy. It's you can be staggered. It's very staggering that there are those who would rather rule in hell than serve in heaven. This world is a sort of an allegory to that. It's pretty self-evident. This is the ruling in hell. Satan's little season, that's been flying around a lot. I didn't know, no one taught me that. No one taught me that in horseshit school. Pull out your Bible, kids. Oh yeah? What kind of horseshit you gonna tell us today, asshole? Anything good or just the same old bullshit? Unbelievable. Yeah, but that's that. It's because when you wrap your head around it, you fully feel the loss of you feel the loss. It's like you feel the tragedy and the loss of like world murder. and the sabotage and the derailment and the destruction of destiny, and then the subversion of the point of life itself, like the most hardcore. It's all kind of like fingers to the sky. You don't like it? Come on, send a fireball. You don't like it? Fuck you, asshole. You don't like it? Send a fireball if you don't like it. It's that really is what it is. That's what the machine of the world. That's what they've made the world machinery to do. War on heaven, like we've said, it's war on heaven. It's scary to me. The near-death experience stuff is the craziest and the most frightening. And I don't know if that's good or bad. It's just a frightening thought. It's just frightening. I don't know why. Well, I do. We all know why. Yeah, perhaps it is best to not understand. Yeah, it's because I don't know. It's like existential density. You know, Saved by the Light, the Eric Roberts one, right? Better off just doing that. But it's all just things that I find the most crazy. The themes of, and this is all. It's like the themes, and I can't watch them. They're just too crazy. I just see the themes of, like, it's like your soul chooses to come here, or, you know, you chose this life the way it is. Like things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like carnival ride stuff, and I'm like looking in back to see if you can see the freaking doors in back of you in the corners of your you know, like the exit. If you look at the right angle or something, you can see like the exit. Your soul fly. Like it's like, I think that's the craziest stuff. It's just so crazy, and I don't know how to put it together. I just find it insane. Common themes like nihilistic, like it's all about experience. You have like a million lives, like a video game or something. That's what it is. I guess that is a nihilistic. hell world. It's just, you know, it seems like the craziest insanity in anything there is. It's just crazy. It's best to not even explore it. Just watch the Eric Roberts movie. I thought that was really, really good. But yeah, that stuff, there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with it. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. But I feel like an existential tragedy or dread or something super massive when it comes to that. It just seems crazy. And then there's that trap, the moon trap, or not even the moon trap, the Coda from Voyager. Oh, your dead parents are gonna be there when you die. Come into the light. Come on, you can be with all your friends and pets and relatives again. Like, being confronted with that and it being either real or fake is straight up insanity. No, I'm not mocking it. It's not being mocked. It's the worst horror movie in history is Coda on Voyager. It's something that the first episode I ever saw from Voyager, and I think I went insane when I saw it. There's no doubt. There's no doubt that a piece of me went insane with being confronted with that concept. Maybe it's just psychological warfare for the empathetic or the pathetic.
Transferring of notes drained me. That drained me, man. Oh man. That drained me. I need a longer break. That drained me. That drained me. I don't know what to do. Should I got a couple articles I can read. How long is this? That's not that long. What about this one? Not too long either. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'll read. I can read this. I'll read. I was supposed to do a lot more on the class. But that's okay. 4 is long. Section 4 is really long. I think I'm gonna read this. That's what I'm gonna do. I also kind of wanna leave the house, man. How long have I been going? Just under 2 hours? I was doing a lot off stream because I wanted to finish that. I wanted to do stuff off before the stream, and then I was just like, might as well just start it. I'm just like chilling, so. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh. I don't know, man. I do not know.